Do I sound like that?
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob's March Madness special. Live, coming at you right now. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by everybody's favorite little dive bar, the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
Man, last week I was mad. Now I'm just super excited. Ready to run this out, you know?
Nice.
Sorry, no. Too excited for words, man. Too excited.
Me, I'm excited for words, too.
All right. So we just dive right in it, or do you want to give a little
thought
background here?
I thought we would start in the East. And... Yes, no, let's start in East. I want to start in East. Why not start with the best team of basketball?
That's where we all start.
Yeah, let's start with the best team. And as we've done for the last month, I believe UConn has pretty much sat above and has been number one.
Above and beyond, we'll get to more of their quality key pieces later, but we can just move them on right away.
Move them on. I don't believe Stetson Barrett is going to beat UConn.
I don't believe so either.
I don't believe Stetson Barrett's going to have any chance.
All right, so next game we have last year's Final Four darling.
Last year's darlings.
Florida Atlantic against Northwestern, a team that they did beat Purdue, they did beat Illinois, but they're just a weird team. So what do you think there? Florida Atlantic has stumbled.
Right. You hate Big Ten. So I think every time I want to talk about a Big Ten team, you're going to go, no.
Well, they have had a key injury.
But Northwestern.
They're missing 10 points. That's key for a team that only scores 65.
Played well. Where did they finish in the Big Ten?
No clue.
I think they made it till Saturday. I think they were a Saturday knockout.
I believe you said this best. Stats are for suckers.
Stats are for suckers. Yeah, I know.
Right.
I want to stick with the darlings, I think.
FAU?
I think FAU.
They bring back their two big studs, and maybe they, took the year off, spent a lot of time at the beach, but they realize it's go time.
It's go time.
FAU time.
I'm going to say that for a couple of teams. I think a few teams play a little better when it comes to this time.
Right. Well, that'll make it a way more entertaining game than the next one. And let's see here. We go to Washington for the next bracket. San Diego State and UAB. The battle of lots of letters.
Lots of letters.
There's a lot of letters.
There's a lot of letters there. I like San Diego State. I think they're a senior-led team. Good guard play. I like San Diego State. In this matchup, I like San Diego.
I'll agree. They're a good team. They play really good defense. They have good guard play, which is kind of key.
That's huge.
Senior-led, which is
senior-led.
SB's kind of thing.
I like a senior with good guards.
But UAB, they're the Blazers.
Are they going to wear blazers to the thing? Or
all right. So San Diego State was up.
I think San Diego State at least beats UAB. We get a little more serious here as we get on. But I do like San Diego State. This was a little bit of an argument earlier on today between because I wanted to take Yale for the first upset.
Well,
I did.
Yale, great little conference tournament.
Why not? That was a great last shot. The winner in the end.
The madness starts.
The madness. That's when the madness started. When Yale with the last little. I mean, now the other team that lost because of the guy grabbed the guy and he was like, dude, they still had time. We were winning by one. Why did you grab him? But this win was monumental.
Legit.
This was legit.
Very nice.
Yeah. But
the madness that started it all.
But with Bruce Pearl at Auburn now.
Oh, that's true. I forgot Bruce Pearl was there, but also they got the broomstick, man.
Right. You're
Auburn's got this guy. He's the guy that walked out of the gym and said, "You guys mind if I play ball with y'all?" But he's better than everyone. Like Julius Peppers. This guy Broom reminds me of Julius Peppers.
Well, Julius Pepper was a defensive end.
He took Carolina on a run when we had not a lot of talent in our tournament. So I expect Auburn to do some things here.
Okay.
Sorry, Yale. I mean, I love the nerds, but you still can't ball.
Bruce Pearl is a better college coach and a better leader of young basketball minds than whoever is the coach for Yale. I've got to believe that. And I don't know who the coach of Yale is. I mean, unless
stats are for suckers.
Yes, I'm just thinking Bruce Pearl. And then you're all about Broom, so
Auburn moves. Broom is the key. Broom will be
Auburn just came off winning the SEC championship too, so it's not like Auburn.
Oh yeah, no, Broom's finding himself.
I'm okay with this pick.
Just like one of those, like Paul George realized he was good.
I think I just wanted Yale because they won the SEC tournament, and I wanted them to fucking lose. So,
that's true.
I think so, but Perlman is definitely there. All right, what we got next? We got BYU against. Oh my God! I mean,
well, we got team that shoots threes.
Right, team that shoots threes
against a team from Pittsburgh that probably shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and an 11th seed too for the Queen over here. So I'm like,
I think they're way overrated.
Way overrated. Yeah, because there was a couple of teams that were way like I thought when we go along and we get to the Lobos of New Mexico State being at 11, I thought they were a 9 or an 8. They were sitting at 11. I was like, and then you've got the team out of Pittsburgh sitting at 11. I'm like, what the fuck is going? I don't make these brackets, but I mean, it's confused.
They're in Nebraska, so there's no home court.
No home court there. No, nobody's going to vote for the team from that city.
Right. Nebraska. I don't know. I can't see BYU losing this.
No, neither can I.
If Duquesne had like 9 more defensive guards, maybe.
BYU moves on.
In the Nebraska bracket, which Illinois is basically a home team against
Morehead State, right?
Let's skip that one.
We'll just move on from that one. Illinois. Illinois is played well, so I like Illinois. So here we come, our first 7-10. Well,
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, this is for us. This is our first 7-10. This is definitely a moment of.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Drake wins this too. So 10 takes the first. Is that our first upset in this whole bracket?
It's very possible.
Let's see here.
9?
8, not 9. Nice try. Nice try. San Diego, Auburn. Yeah, 9.
All right, first up.
All right, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Which Vegas-wise, probably not much of an upset.
No, because Vegas
Iowa
probably
State.
not. Purdy State versus South Dakota. Hold on.
This is Purdy.
This is Purdy State as the Niner fans.
I haven't looked a lot of South Dakota State. What do you think about them? Do they have a chance here?
No, not against Iowa State. Because I can run Iowa State all the way to here if anybody. Iowa State's played very well. Where did they finish? 6, 7? They were
suffocating defense. They just crushed Houston.
Yeah. So they did crush Houston. And Houston's got the best defense in basketball. You know what I mean? Yeah, so when you're the best defense, you're crushing because you're the best defense, and then they shut you down and you score no points. Yeah, go Iowa State. Right.
So that concludes Thursday and Friday's games in the East.
Well, let's go to the top of the bracket in the next week.
All right, let's do it. UConn playing in New York against Florida.
I listen. Just put UConn here. I like the Darlings and all, but I don't see anybody beating UConn.
No, I mean FAU's lost 8 games to Florida West Atlantic, Florida South Atlantic.
Right. So the Darlings of the dance are going to have to really play well to beat
UFC,
UConn.
SVS, SFC.
Okay. So we got San Diego, Auburn,
and this is so interesting to me. Because I just still think Broom's just a bigger person than anyone on that team. He just scares me. Broom's my guy for like runner-up player of the year. You'll find out my player of the year or player of the tournament. And
with Perlman at coach, I mean I just like this. I like the age of this team.
Yeah,
I like the guard play. I like the way they play defense. I like if they shoot well, if they make 3-pointers, they beat Auburn.
It's a big if.
But it's a big if. I know if they shoot well from 3 points, they beat Auburn. But Auburn's probably a better team than them. And they did beat the SEC, and the SEC had Tennessee, who was number 4 or 5 in the country. Kentucky was number 10 in the country or 13 in the country. So Auburn, I guess.
Yeah, they're saying Big East was the second best conference. The SEC had to be the second best
conference. The Big East was a very good conference this year. They were. Big East was.
Can I just write Broom there?
Broom. Nobody's gonna fucking know what broom means. People be like,
Broom.
What the fuck does broom mean? All right, BYU on.
Can we give the upset special here?
This could be an upset because I think Illinois is the better team.
The Illinois is the better team. They put up tons of points all the time.
Yeah. But BYU is not going to be able to match them in points. Not ever. If they take off and start to score and shoot at a 50%, BYU is going to have to make 3-pointers out of control. What BYU does.
Nice setup.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so BYU
is going to have to shoot like BYU.
Shoots over 50% of their free, field goals from three.
Right.
Illinois is very lackadaisical and covering the three.
Lackadaisical could kill you.
So
if 3 or 4 3-pointers get shot right away.
Complete matchup. BYU. They're knocking them down.
If they start knocking them down early, and this team plays lackadaisical and looks up at the scoreboard and they're down by 15 by half, they'll be like, "Oh shit!"
You forget this BYU team has played all the top teams,
right. Because now they're in. Yeah. Okay.
All these teams all year long. They're not in the Mormon conference anymore.
The fact that
BYU's in a real
but they
conference.
Still don't play on Sundays, and that bothers me. And I just don't know what happens here.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, they don't. So all right, BYU. If you're trying
to play with all their 4 non-Mormon players.
No, they can't. The school doesn't open or do anything on Sunday.
All right. Well, I'm saying they're making it to Sunday, and maybe they have to forfeit that game.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. BYU moves on, gets to Sunday, and has to forfeit the game because they're not allowed to play Sundays. BYU moves on.
Boy.
I don't mind it because I've seen BYU moving on here a lot in the tournament because of the 3-point shooting. Because of the scoring, so
they're underrated. They got that Mormon chip on the shoulder. They can't drink. They won't be hungover, so morning games won't matter.
Right, they're just angry because they're losing.
Right, they're going to take it out on Illinois.
The Cinderella story for Drake, I would assume, ends probably right about here.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to move Purdy State on here. You can put Purdy here. I think nobody would mind anymore.
Right, that Purdy moves on.
Purdy moves on. I like Drake to beat Washington for sure because I mean I don't. That's not even dyslexia. What is that? That's if you write upside down, it's more satanic. I think.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah, I was a weirdo.
I think my left eye took over my right eye real quick.
Like you looked in the mirror to write that or something. What the fuck is that? That's state upside down.
Right.
And even the S is upside down. The big part's up here. The little part's down there. All
right. I was trying to do Penn State.
Penn State.
Nice. We got our Sweet 16.
We got our Sweets. Well, we've got the east side of the Sweet 16.
Right. Not bad. UConn, Auburn, BYU, Purdy State.
That's pretty fair, actually, out of this whole side.
Not a lot of blue bloods.
But there is none.
There is none. I know.
No, it's not a lot of blue bloods. There is no blue bloods. It's kind of a garbage division, actually. It was UConn to win this whole thing, if you look at it.
All right.
Kane, I'm like, Kane is...
Who gets the red marker? Can the broomster keep sweeping on? No. Okay, what's right UConn there?
Who's that center for UConn?
Clingham,
yeah. Broom's all done.
That's a C.
Okay, so UConn over Auburn. Congratulations to Auburn for even making it this far.
Yeah, nice run.
Nice run by Auburn.
Weekend. UConn's, with their freshman point guard and
I mean, BYU needs to thank the committee. Look at thank you committee. We got to play against the team from Pittsburgh.
The
lazy people. And now we have to play against, one of the best teams in college basketball.
Yeah.
So,
BYU's been shooting threes. This team defends the threes.
I know, right?
Very well.
Well, they shut down everything. They just shut down the whole court. Which is going to kill BYU.
No chance.
And they can score. Iowa State, UConn. I like it. Purdy State.
I don't think we have to really. Do we have to discuss does Iowa State pose a problem for UConn and
a smothering defense? But I don't think they can score against UConn. I don't think they can put up enough points to beat UConn, even though they can stop UConn.
I don't believe so either.
Yeah. So
right,
I don't think they have
us like a majority of people.
Well, we wouldn't have the perfect.
It's the wrong marker. Damn it.
We wouldn't have the perfect bracket.
I goofed it up already.
UConn.
I'm just gonna write Goob here.
Goob. So to the win, UConn. All right. So the Big East bracket is done. We blitzkrieg the Big East, and you're either dyslexic, backwards, or you write a lot in the mirror. I don't know what's going on with you. But let's move on.
All right. The East is done.
West.
We got UConn.
UConn in the East. We'll remember that for the Final Four. We should have no problem remembering that.
Carolina versus Wagner. They just got hit with a big injury, Wagner. So I don't know if they quite have enough. I'm going to go ahead and just do this.
I was going to pick Wagner.
Let's write that.
No, don't write FB was going to pick Wagner. I don't want anybody to see that on there for some odd reason.
Yeah, I get extra points.
Extra points for you.
The next game in Charlotte is very interesting.
I like the coach in this one.
Michigan State, Mississippi State. Well, you played Mississippi State as a Kentucky fan. Like, what's their squad like?
We handled Mississippi State in the second game pretty easily.
So they're a bunch of bitches, and they have Izzo and a point guard that's going to shock the world.
Right. Well, I like Izzo, so I think when it comes to just who I like in this whole thing, I think that is one of the better coaches. Izzo's got a week to prepare himself for Mississippi State. I think Izzo with a week to prepare himself for Mississippi State.
All right, we move Izzo on to the next round.
We move Izzo on to the next round.
All right, now a great story. Grand Canyon and the Bryce Drew Lobes, which I don't know if they're named after ears or like parts of antelopes.
Definitely a great story.
Definitely a great story, and I'm rooting for
Don't
it.
forget that. It's a great story.
It is. It could be an upset pick, but I have a feeling you
already decided that St. Mary's is going to win this game. Give it to the Gales. No, I mean, you can have all the great stories you want. St. Mary's has played. Did they win that
conference? It might be a California thing.
Did they win their conference?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they won.
They lost to Gonzaga. They have lost one game since Christmas. Do you remember? I don't even remember Christmas. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. So that's when they lost their last game. Right. Yeah, so I know you're going to force me to let UNC be there, but if I had
St. Mary's, we would beat the shit out of St. Mary's. You kidding me? I'll put St. Mary's in my back pocket ball.
March Madness, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to fight you right now.
RJ Davis is not going cold.
Not going cold. It's not like RJ Davis did never make it to that March Madness. Wait, he didn't make it last year. What are you talking about?
He didn't make it because he's saving it for March Madness.
So he goes every other year.
That's right.
Oh, I
Last time he was in, he was amazing, and I don't expect anything.
I don't either.
I'm just going to go ahead and do this right now. We're going to skip ahead.
Yeah, you can skip ahead. You beat Michigan. You got that. In fact, no, I do like, you can go UNC, but I do like Izzo against Michigan State. It's not Izzo against former Dean.
I know, it's the new guy.
It's the new guy, so it's kind of interesting. Izzo's playing.
Hubert versus Izzo.
Do you think Hubert, not Hubert,
Dean
how many coaches did Izzo face against in Michigan State? Did he face 3?
Carolina coaches?
Yeah, Carolina coaches. Dean, did he get Dean?
He had Guthridge that one year, I think. Yeah.
So he faced 3.
At least.
Maybe more.
Well, we went through Guthridge and that one other guy. And Guthridge made, So
Izzo could be, just a problem for you, man.
He could be, but his talent's not.
I
love it. Like you said, I love his point guard. Little guy, I forget his name. I'm going to call him Tyrone Jones.
Isaiah Stevenson.
Ooh, we do have an Isaiah Stevenson.
It's not him then. He's not on that team.
We'll bring him up.
We will talk about him later. I was like, little point guard. Isaiah Stevenson.
All right.
So
is he Charleston plays in my former alma mater, Towson University's conference.
So Bama.
So let's go ahead.
Cross Charleston right out because
you lose to Towson, you can't win a national championship.
In fact, if he mentions Towson again, that team that he mentions it for loses it.
I could mention it.
I know you could. All right, so here's my darlings right here. I like. Is everything okay?
I was trying to bring the
spider into
Death
the show.
Spider into the show.
Nice. There's another one there if you want to run up there.
Oh, there he is. All right, Death Spider gone. Not part of today's show.
So my darlings in the whole thing, other than the Kentucky Wildcats, are the
Clemson sucks.
I know Clemson.
You got lucky that New Mexico, your darlings, are facing the Tigers that are very non-tigerish. Not very. Yeah. No. I saw the 2 big games they won in the ACC. I got the ACC network.
Right, so you can get all your Carolina games.
Yeah, those teams didn't even show up. I think they played them both after Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
They're just
tired. Stuffed. Lobos.
I do like the Lobos.
I like them too.
We can talk more about them in the next round here. New Mexico. Baylor Colgate. Another game that we want to get crazy with, don't we?
Yeah, we did, and then you told me not to, and we just should go with Baylor.
Oh no, I looked at some stats, and that's like this.
Colgate's out.
It's like the JV team beating the regular team.
Yeah, so if you thought you were going to take Colgate to upset Baylor.
Fun upset.
And to win your bracket, you just lost that game. Because we looked at some stats, and there's no way in hell
not happening.
Colgate can beat Baylor.
We wanted it.
We really did. We were like, go Colgate. No, hold on. It's not going to happen. Okay, so Dayton and Nevada, we're going to let the rest of the world pick. We're going to move on.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll just put Zona here.
Comment on YouTube. We'll check your pick.
We're going to pick just for fun. What did we say?
Snoop Dogg.
No, we're not going to pick Snoop
No, it's Long Beach State.
No, let's go back. We were going to pick Nevada. Zona. Pick Zona. That's fine. You can do Zona. Put Zona here, too, so we just get it over with. Because neither the two teams, we don't have any clue.
All right, well, let's talk about these.
All right, let's talk about them.
One of the best players in the tournament. He's got a Player of the Year candidate here in Dayton.
One of everybody's favorite March Madness.
The Flyers, baby.
Teams to play in Madness.
Right.
Dayton.
They won some guy a lot of money last few years ago, so that will never happen again.
So that'll never happen again, right? But I mean, so you want to go Dayton because we love them?
Well, Nevada's got a quality team. They're playing in Utah here.
Oh, so Nevada's got a home field advantage against a team from back over there.
Yeah, they got some home ice here. Dayton doesn't even play hockey, so I think Nevada definitely wins that one.
Well, Nevada it is.
All right. Let's just do UN on that.
UN. There you go. Like the UN, because they're doing a good job.
All right, they are not, and neither will they against Arizona.
Nope, neither will they. So put Zona in there. We'll go.
Caleb Love moves on.
Caleb Love moves on. So we'll go. We did here. We've done here. Now let's go back here.
All right, St. Mary's defense against Bama. No defense.
No defense. No defense at all.
Literally,
We scored 100 and
points.
What did we score against them? 106 or something ridiculous.
106 and 96.
Oh man, it was horrible.
Yeah, these guys no defense. So this is going to be one of those. I'm assuming it's going to grind, and Bama's going to be annoyed and like pissy.
Which would give it to the Gales.
You think?
I give it to the Gales.
I mean, that's what I'm picturing in my slightly intoxicated mind.
This team can't play defense. This team can just play ball.
Right? And they don't have their star. Their two best guys went to the pros last year after shooting people.
After being in cars with guns hidden under.
All right, we're going with the the good guys win this game.
Yep. The Gales from St. Mary's.
The Gales, which it spells weird because it's Gale.
It is.
All right. So
Here we go.
No, I'm not. All right, here we go. New Mexico Baylor.
This is a big upset for me.
All right, so now you have to tell me more about New Mexico now.
Well, who do we got here? We got Patino. We got Patino. We got Patino's son coaching. We got Richard William Patino.
Right.
We've got who's the young son that played for Kentucky playing on the team.
We didn't preview this one.
No. I did. I had it earlier. I had some stuff down.
Was it the white guy that dunked on everyone?
No.
Was it? There's Jamal Mashburn's in the
Jamal Mashburn's kid. That's him.
Yeah.
So it's
Jamal.
Mashburn's kid and
Ooh.
Patino.
Oh, I like Mashburn.
And they play. The guards are excellent. The defense they play is. I like them over Baylor.
That's a good FB and the Goob upset.
I like New Mexico. I like the Lobos to beat Baylor.
Let's do it.
I love Patino. I love Mashburn Jr. I love the guard play.
All right. We're doing Mashburn.
Once again, there's Mashburn. Go ahead.
Mashburn and Patino.
Mashburn, Patino, all the way. I mean, until they met Caleb Love.
I think they beat them too.
Arizona's.
I mean, we're
Get
there.
you into the Final Four.
We're there. Yeah, let's do that.
It gets you into the Final Four. If you think that my darling Lobos
let's do it. New Mexico.
Can beat, because Arizona's been beaten, and this is March Madness time.
And Caleb Love is that guy. Ice cold, fire hot. Ice cold, fire hot.
They're not going to be ice cold the whole time. They're just going to play the same style of basketball the Lobos play.
See, playing in the West, I think they're both pretty comfortable there.
Probably very comfortable there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Lobos.
If you want an upset in that area, I think that's your upset right there. And come on, a Patino, a Mashburn. Patino and Mashburn.
I didn't realize that some of our information kind of I knew about Mashburn. I didn't know about Patino and some of the other stuff.
And his dad coached his dad at Kentucky. UNC. You don't even want to talk about the Gales?
Yeah, we can talk about the Gales, how they play defense. We're like top 10 defense in the world.
kind of confused on how that went so
And we have like 7 seniors that are bigger than all.
No, I'm not arguing it. You just wrote them without even considering to talk to me.
I don't care about your feelings. Guess what?
I guess not.
All right, so that pits UConn against Carolina.
UConn, Carolina, which is an awesome.
But a lot of fun rides on the way. Though.
You know what? This is a funner bracket than the East bracket. That's a way fun. I had more fun. I
like New Mexico. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun just doing that bracket over the last bracket. The East bracket was boring. Somebody said on ESPN the East is the hardest bracket. I was like,
no. Yeah, I heard that too, and I was like, you're a joke.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't pay attention to college basketball apparently because the East is not the. Apparently, Longwood has no chance of beating Houston. Longwood's probably only going to score 42. Longwood. If Longwood put 42 points on there, because I don't think Longwood will score 42 points.
35 points.
35 points. Goob took me down 7 points. Yeah, I got it. What's the over? 35 is.
I know that's our guess.
That's our guess. All right, shoot, 35.
We'll take the under.
Fuck the under. All right, the under on 35. Yeah, they won't score any points. It's going to be ridiculous.
Doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't look good.
They've got an up and coming coach, but yeah,
I'm glad for that.
Yeah, me and you playing point guard. So,
that's bad.
All right, so next one's very interesting. Take the lead on this one. Go ahead,
ladies and gentlemen. For their first ever NCAA Madness victory, Nebraska will defeat Texas A&M. And I'm just saying, little Bobby Horford, coaching the squad.
Bobby Horford.
Who's coaching?
Listen, first I want to say that there's a reason that they haven't had a tournament win yet.
Second,
Bobby Hoiberg.
Bobby Hoiberg, yes. Well, listen, is going to get his victory as the coach of Nebraska.
I love that guy. Freddie Hoiberg.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
I love
that guy.
You're right. I checked it outside.
Freddie Hoiberg.
Hoiberg.
He's gonna get the first one, and then Nebraska basketball will be better than Nebraska football for the first time in history.
Hoiberg's going to get his own statue in Nebraska.
Hoiberg's going to get his own statue in Nebraska, and tomorrow and this week is going to be the reason why.
That's right.
When Nebraska gets their first ever victory,
maybe their first two. Find out. All right,
they're going to get one victory in March Madness, and then they probably won't score more than 42 points in the next game. Well, we gave this team 35. Yeah. So 42 for Nebraska makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, let's move on. Here's our first big upset of the year. I know it is, too.
Oh, yeah. No one likes Wisconsin.
I don't think we ever vote against James Madison. I probably have lost first-day brackets because I never vote against James Madison. And Wisconsin just won the thing? Did they win the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think so.
So Wisconsin won the Big Ten.
They're tired. They went to overtime.
James
Madison has been chilling since Friday. Yeah, James Madison is just ready for Wisconsin. They got the same players.
I think once James Madison walks in the door of whatever basketball stadium they're playing in March Madness, they're ready to turn it on and get to work. I always say that.
New York City, James Madison loves that shit.
So I love James Madison. Not saying they're going to win the next round, but I like them taking out Wisconsin.
If they play the Catamounts, they do.
So everybody who put Wisconsin on your little bracket, you lost a point that day. Point gone. All right, Duke, Vermont. I know as much as you want to say.
Battle.
I love the battle too. I love that it's in New York. It's fucking hilarious. Upstate New York kind of bullshit. Vermont. Who gets the most fans?
Duke tracks pretty well, but there's only like 6 alumni because they all either die or become rich and can't tell anybody about it.
So Duke. I don't know what you're talking about.
Catamounts. All right, Duke.
All right, Duke, man. Come on. If Duke loses to Vermont, that'd be a great morning for me.
No, Duke has the player of the tournament on the team. I won't tell you about it yet. But, yeah, McCain's been playing better. Yeah, I think they beat Vermont.
I'm pretty sure they handle Vermont.
They couldn't beat NC State.
Unless there's pancakes and maple syrup involved.
Canadian?
Maple syrup?
Speaking of Canadians.
Don't they have maple syrup in Vermont, you asshole?
Nah, it's different.
It's different kind of syrup?
Different trees. They're American. They don't give a fuck.
Fucking American trees. They got Vermont syrup. All right. So why is this interesting? I like North Carolina. You hate them, but they just won the ACC, didn't they?
Well, honestly, they're kind of slow moving. I don't like their offense.
So is Luka and fucking the Joker. They're both slow moving.
Yeah, but
is there any Euro steps on the team? They're slow moving.
They have 3 DJs, so they're very musically inclined, which works well.
I did not know that. I mean, that's information.
DJ.
Only you knew that information.
That's true.
I checked it out. I looked at a few things. I didn't know North Carolina State had fucking 3
right.
games.
And then the other thing I checked out was I don't think DJs are going to win the game, but then Texas Tech, they're missing 2 of their guys.
Oh,
like starter caliber guys.
Once again, we got missing people.
We got injuries. Not going to happen. NC State
coming off a big victory.
Well, no way, dude. Oh, let's pound our beers.
What do you mean pound it? This month.
Pound the beer, and if you win, Texas Tech can win well.
I just opened this.
Me too.
You're a lying fuckhead. There's no beer in there. You suck. Get out of here. My can is empty. That's better. I'd have to go upstairs to get another beer, though. No, I'm not. I don't want. Let's move on. Come on. It's NC State.
NC State it is. More beer.
If Texas Tech was coming in fully 9. If Texas Tech was coming in fully healthy.
If healthy. But they're not.
They're not.
They're on my list of
and that was just this one was a late injury just happened. So Texas Tech is through this tournament. So I mean, they haven't even had time to at least the Knicks have had like a month without Julius Randle or 2 months without. Now we're figuring let Brunson just shoot every shot. But little real basketball information. But no, this is a week without one guy. They're in trouble. Yep, go right ahead.
I don't even know where this Oakland's from. If it's from Pittsburgh or California, I have no idea.
And we don't care.
And we don't.
Because this team's going to score 110 points.
Playing in Pittsburgh, though, so that's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool they're playing in Pittsburgh. But it better be the Pittsburgh Oakland team, because if it's the California Oakland team, they probably won't even want to walk out on the court or anything. They'll be like, what's going on out there, coach?
Not happening.
I don't know.
Kentucky moves on easy.
Well,
one of those 7-10s, and we don't even know who's playing at this point. They play tomorrow. So
I've heard Colorado.
I feel like we should drink this beer and find out who wins.
Jesus Christ. I've heard if it's that guy sleeping, he can't go get me another beer.
I can kick him.
Yeah, right. You're standing today. You got him. I got this fucker. So listen, I have heard Colorado's name in the whole grand scheme of things. I've heard that name in other people's brackets. So apparently these people think Colorado's going to beat Boise.
Boise has some injury also.
Is it okay? So now we're 10-7. I don't like this. I like Florida better than I think I like Colorado. I really do. I mean, I would.
Colorado even play this year?
Probably nobody. Deion Sanders is probably going to be involved in it somehow, and that's just going to be bad. So just
go
Florida and just move on. Because I don't understand. Marquette that they had a chance to beat
FU against MU.
And FU against MU.
Marquette, honestly, it's all about Tyler Kohler, right?
Yes.
That's the point guard. If he plays, I don't even know against right there. It scares me.
What, Florida Marquette? You want to start here and go ahead and put Houston there.
You don't think Freddie Hoiberg gets Nebraska?
Freddie got your first win in NCAA March Madness tournament. Nebraska, first win ever. You're now ahead of the football team. Nebraska is changing to a basketball school. I'm pretty sure they're going to slaughter a red heifer, and the world's coming to an end. So Houston wins.
Nicely done, Freddie.
Nicely done, Freddie. Thank you for getting us there.
I believe.
Oh, man.
James Madison versus Duke. Can we knock them off?
Can we get to Cinderella's story? Can it run? Can it run? Can it run? Can it run to here? No, it can't. But
sorry, James Madison.
No, it can run to here, but it can't run past here. But can they beat Duke?
No, man. No, Duke's got the guy.
Why can't Duke
has
lose to the darling of the NCAA?
Duke has mini Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Proctor, Everyone will know his name in 3 weeks.
Anybody who knows Tyrese Halliburton realized that he never became a very good pro. So I don't know why he's mentioning him.
Exactly.
He's just making up words. He's just talking. I mean, Hartstein is a better pro than Tyler Halliburton. Or wait a minute. Are you talking about the kid for the Pacers? Oh, he's really fucking good. I was thinking about that guy from UNC for some odd reason. The white boy. What was that white guy you used to have? The center.
Tyler Hansbrough.
Hansbrough. That's who I was thinking about. I was like, oh, that's exciting. He never became a very good pro.
Yeah. Duke's got this 6'7" guy that shoots threes and passes.
Like the guy for the Pacers?
Yeah, like Tyrese Halliburton. He's Tyrese Proctor. He's like 6'7", moves slower than you think he should. He's got a weird shot. But
so does Luka.
I feel like he's going to be unleashed. We're going to see our full potential of Proctor.
Well, you're making me feel like Duke's going to win the whole thing now.
Right? Yeah, they might.
No, because they're not going to make it to this point.
Kentucky!
So,
hey, do you have anyone that can guard a fat guy? Because NC State's got a great fat guy.
No, we actually don't, actually.
Really?
You know?
Oh, that's trouble.
Well, is he a big fat guy?
He's a big fat guy.
Oh, we can't guard him at all.
Oh, really?
We can't guard any centers, so I don't want to see Gonzaga or anybody who's got a big center. Any big centers here?
Yeah, this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be our weakness.
Mm.
Oh, we got a big center. You can't stop them.
UK's on upset alert?
Yeah, we can't stop big centers.
Uh-oh.
But we can also score 120 points in a game. Can NC State score 120 points?
Depends on if the DJs are spinning their upbeat shit.
So you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, because we can't stop.
That's interesting, though. That's interesting.
It moves on to get interesting.
Big guy can't guard big guy. It's another weird matchup-y thing.
It is. No, anytime we played somebody with a decent, good center, well, we struggled against Tennessee in the beginning. We struggled against Gonzaga because they had a big, you know what I mean? They had players on that side, the backside of the guards and the wings. If they got the ball, well, we couldn't stop them, and they got rebounds. That's it. If this is upset alert, if you're saying this is a big guy.
They've got a monster.
The wonderful Kentucky Wildcats cannot stop anybody with a strong center. They can continually score. If we start to miss points, this guy can always seem to get points.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
if it slows down, I can do.
If it slows down, yeah, it's like, why do they keep getting baskets and we can't score a point? Fuck. So that's what Gonzaga did to us. We couldn't stop them at all. They just kept getting, the big guy. Layup. Oh shit. Miss.
All right.
Oh, the big guy. Layup. Oh shit.
I feel like they run the same kind.
And where it was the weird thing is that we were always down 2 points or 1 point or 3 points because we could miss layup, down 5, 3-pointer. Got it. Layup, down 4. Fucking weird. It was a terrible game. It was one of those frustrating. Come on, Kentucky, go.
So we're gonna say barely
moving on. If you tell me they have a big, strong back,
probably one of your Dillingham probably hits a 3 at the buzzer. This is gonna be
this will be
one shining moment right there.
Shepherd is gonna make a name for himself in this tournament.
All right, we'll call that the Shepherd Star.
The Shepherd Star, yeah. It'll be a 3-pointer by Shepherd to win. He's gonna, just like his dad.
F you.
Marquette, actually. I think Marquette's a better team than Florida. I think Marquette, other than that they lost to Purdue or they beat Purdue in the beginning, they've been there the whole year, Marquette, from the first tournament on to being in the top 10 pretty much all year long. I don't know what Florida's done. Alabama was better than Florida. Tennessee was better than Florida. Mississippi State. Tennessee was, Kentucky's better than Florida.
Marquette was brilliant.
Yeah. So Marquette. UK. They can't stop us. They don't have a defense to stop 110 points. This is the only pro team in the whole college basketball. This is the only one that's like, yeah, we can score 126, but we let you score 114.
See, I thought Houston was going to lose this last round.
To Nebraska?
To Nebraska. They have to lose to Duke. Duke, Kentucky.
With UConn and North Carolina?
Come on. After the year of madness, doesn't make sense for everything to just turn blue.
Yeah, it should be blue. We lost blue, so now we should bring blue back. I love Houston's run, but Houston can only defend. Duke can do it all.
Yeah, well, they have the 2 guards, but like I'm saying, Duke's got 2 or 3 guards, and they're bigger. I think, like I said, Proctor, Tyrese
Proctor.
Tyrese 2. Oh, wait, I spelled it wrong. Dookie.
Okay. Well, you hate them.
Yeah.
So just put UK there.
We're putting Kentucky here because we can't see that far in the future, but we know that we want Kentucky.
Well, we also know that this is the only prolific scoring team in this whole bracket.
Yeah, and Carolina beat Duke twice, and NC owns them.
Yeah, and there's a good chance we'll put 100 points up in every game in this tournament.
I like that. All right, so we got Kentucky now.
We're our last bracket.
Right. What was the three? So they have 2 1 seeds and a 3 seed right now.
Yeah. UConn, North Carolina, which isn't bad. No, don't get mad at us for taking all the 1 seeds when it's possible that all the 1 seeds could just win every game. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, okay.
It's all about New Mexico with the FB and the Goob.
It is. I really like New Mexico. If you're trying to win and get through the bracket, I think New Mexico could be one of the teams that gets you through the bracket. This is the last fight. Stay with us, bracket.
All right, we got Purdue versus we don't even know.
We don't even give a shit.
Montana State
or
versus Gambling
or Middle Tennessee State.
Gambling
We have no clue who the MT State is. Actually, we have to look that up. Purdue.
I'm gonna take the really tall guy for the win.
There we go. Purdue for the win.
Ooh, next one, very interesting. We love the 8-9s.
I hate the 8-9s. The 8-9s are just a loss in the bracket. That's all the fuck it is, man.
But this is your secret team.
It's your secret team.
Well, it's my secret team.
Mine was New Mexico.
I blamed it on you.
The Lobos are my secret team.
Well, TCU. 8 seniors.
8. I love
seniors. Most of them like 25 years old.
Well, that's great.
And Utah State has been beaten by like 20 teams in this tournament.
TCU it is. 8 seniors to me is just like, well, hey, who you want to pass the ball to? Not sure. You want to pass me? I don't know.
I mean, I just want to see the Hypno Toad, really. Hypno Toad.
Hypno Toad.
I don't know how to draw a toad, but it's like something like that.
Froggy things.
All right, so that's my Hypno Toad. They move on. I looked up McNeese State. I think it's French.
Gonzaga it is because the French. No. 9.
Francois.
Na Francois. We will blitzkrieg the French.
Should we just move on? Kansas, move on.
Nope.
Oh, no.
No.
I'll drink. You explain.
Well, what are we? 2 players down, 3 players down for Kansas? Every time we got players down.
McCullough, 9. The other guy's still
Sanford's coming in with a very good record from where they're coming from. And winners.
On a roll.
On a roll.
Speaking of teams.
It's one of those teams that hasn't lost in a long time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is madness. You can't come in weak. You can't come in beat up. You can come in on a roll, though.
Vegas says Kansas by a few, but I have something that Vegas doesn't know about. This is an FB and Goob exclusive.
This is an exclusive.
Kansas's number 6 man is an ex-Towson student athlete.
Which, again, I said automatically.
And obviously, I'm there all the time, and I see everything. And his name is Timberlake, not the real. He's not the real Timberlake.
He's not Shoes.
I'll be honest. He's not the real Timberlake. So I can't take Kansas.
So on an upset and maybe a loss of 1 point for the FB and Goob show, we're going to take Sanford.
Yes, I love Sanford and Son.
Which helps Gonzaga move on farther than they were going to move on.
Sanford. Is it Sanford or Stanford?
Sanford.
Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son.
Oh, is it with an N or an N?
I think it's an N.
I like that show. Anyway.
Yeah, me too. All right.
I love the upset. That's one of my
That's my favorite upset. That's a
huge
New
upset. Mexico and Sanford. Oh, sorry. Started the wrong guy.
Scratch out Kansas. And this is the first blue blood we've taken out of the whole thing. You can't go all 4 blues. Yeah, I wanted to. I would like UConn, UNC, Kentucky, Duke. There we go. Back to
if Justin Timberlake was the 9th guy.
If he was 9th, yeah, but he's the 6th
guy.
From Townsend. Jesus.
Yeah, from Townsend. Yeah, no good.
And we're already missing 1, 2, and 4. So we're in trouble already. Right. So Sanford for the upset. It's just for fun. If you're playing along, take Sanford.
Nice.
South Carolina, Oregon. I'm taking Oregon. I don't know where you're going with this one. Oregon's been on a tear.
I want to think Broom from Auburn is going to play also for South Carolina and win that game also. Let me know. Can you check that? Can we check that? See if
that
Broom's
guy,
playing?
you know, if Broom's going to play for two teams.
Right, sorry, Broom is not playing for South Carolina.
Apparently, that guy has said no.
Okay, no. I like Oregon too then.
Too much good cannabis for that guy.
No Broom.
No Broom. Oregon's been on a tear. I like where Oregon's at right now. You got to be hot when you come in.
I don't think the time change matters too much since South Carolina goes from hot to cold.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
All right, so we're gonna go Oregon. We're gonna go Ducks.
I think I think it's another upset, but it's an upset, but I think it's a good upset.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably like -2.5 in Vegas. I think.
I think that go either way in that game.
That's kind of like the home thing, but yeah, they're the hotter team. South Carolina, but yeah.
I'm not impressed with South Carolina.
They win 10
Don't like South Carolina.
It's like, I'm not sure.
Not impressed with them. I'm impressed with Oregon's last 6 weeks.
Duck it.
Yeah.
Duck it and move on. Creighton Akron. I love the Zips, but
I think Creighton might be a tough elimination in this whole thing.
I'm just gonna draw a picture of a Blue Jay.
Is that what a Creighton is?
Yeah.
The Creighton Blue Jays.
That's a Blue Jay. Moving on.
So if you're scoring this at home, Creighton Blue Jays 1.
Make it blue.
And Akron Zippers, nothing.
0. Creighton moves
0.
on.
Creighton
yeah, they're talented. They got my boy Baylor Schneidelman.
Schneidelman.
Yeah, see, I love Creighton. They got 3 guys. Creighton's got 3. Blue Jays time 3. I should use the blue.
Yeah, you really should.
I'll get excited in the next round.
Nice, you should. They're going to win the next one, too, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, they're going to. Yeah.
I know. I want to say Tennessee comes to here, but I'm just not going to. Texas, Colorado State. Is this a 10-7 upset?
I'm kind of bored with it.
The 10-7 upset?
Yeah. Well, I think Colorado State probably is on a roll.
Yeah, I think so, too.
If they could figure out Virginia's defense, they could figure out Texas's lazy defense.
Yeah. I not only that, I've heard Colorado State is going to – I've heard other people say Colorado State might just move on this one right here. So,
think they could beat Tennessee.
Do I think Rams can beat Texas? Yeah. Do I think they can beat Tennessee? Colorado State? No, Tennessee's a bunch of men playing in a boys' league.
Dalton Neck is – how do I make that up? There you go. There we go.
Watching Tennessee throughout this year and watching them beat up Kentucky the first game and then watching them play other games and watching them push themselves into the top 4, and I have a hard time, not picking them to win a lot of games. Actually, I don't. Dude,
they had a solid team, and then that Dalton Neck dude came in, and he's like, 6'9". He's like Stojakovic. Yeah, he's like literally like Stojakovic or Durant without the handle, or you know what I mean? Like
some of the shots.
You can't block him though, man. He's just like he's 6'7". He just shoots over everybody.
So liking Tennessee a lot. Do I like him to get past Creighton? No, I don't think so.
Let's see here. Well, Creighton beat the Ducks, right?
Yeah, Creighton's going to beat the Ducks.
All right.
I like the Ducks' last little run. Do I think the Ducks can beat Creighton in the March Madness when we're at this point? No, I don't. So
Baylor Schneiderman.
We love Baylor Schneiderman.
That's my boy.
I think Sanford's gonna.
Let's move on. Yeah, let's take him. Come on.
Like they're gonna.
Come on, let's do it, FB.
Gonzaga wasn't even supposed to get to March Madness. They were a bubble team at one point in time.
Right. I mean, they do have a.
Zemhard's
little brother assisting like a motherfucker.
But still, I mean, they suck.
Somehow
they still got them.
Madness has to happen. You want some here?
Sanford to be Gonzaga. Sanford could be Gonzaga on any day.
Let's do it.
Sanford. Yeah. So here comes the madness. This is when it turns into madness. Now you're like, how did Sanford get to the fucking Sweet 16?
Don't know.
Don't care. We picked him to go there. Purdue.
No.
The kid is
absolutely not.
You don't think that center and that guard are going to destroy TCU?
TCU is winning this. Guaranteed. This is a
This
Goob
is
guaranteed.
too much madness. This is Samford versus TCU.
No, yep. It's just
this
the
is
perfect
every
amount of madness.
bracket busted except for this one in front of all the world right now.
That's what I'm saying. We're taking TCU right now.
Why? Give me one reason why you do it. Because the center for Purdue is a 5th-year best player in college basketball.
Well, let's see here. Because Purdue has not made it out of the first weekend in, I don't know, 12 years or so, despite having a few number one
They were
teams.
knocked out of the first week last year.
Yeah.
First week.
So they got mental block. They're college kids. And these guys are all 26. 9!
I don't know. I like Purdue a lot.
They have one really cool little tiny guard that's
one
spicy,
cool little tiny guard,
and then one 7-foot
and then
guy.
one 7-foot guy that can't be stopped by.
You don't think?
Can TCU? What is
you don't
TCU?
think that Hypno-Toad can take care of that?
He's playing.
Hypno-Toad.
I don't know. He's playing.
Hypno-Toad's covering the big guy.
He's covering the big guy. He's playing.
We're actually just gonna spike his food.
Yeah, I hope so. So you're relying on somebody to spike his food, or do you really think TCU can be Purdue?
I really think TCU is going to be Purdue.
TCU it is.
Very confident in this. Plus, it's the right color marker, so it looks better.
Oh, of course.
Oh, well, shit. This is a tough one.
Now we've come to a tough point in this show.
We have. I mean, at this point, I think Stanford has the advantage. They're kind of like long-range gunners. I don't know.
Can we go here first?
Oh, yeah, let's put Tennessee there. Or you want Creighton there?
This is the toughest. The Midwest.
This is the toughest game right here.
This is the toughest game for sure. The Midwest was the toughest conference to go through. I felt
It's
when I got to the end
fun,
because of
sure.
Creighton and Tennessee.
So
I didn't have Samford here, and I didn't have TCU. I had Purdue getting here. In my personal,
boring.
it's boring. I had Samford winning here, but losing to Zags. So I had Purdue, Zags, Creighton, Tennessee.
Sure.
You have changed this all up. Samford.
All right.
Long
Here I
range
go.
gunners. Go with the gunners.
We are, I think. I think this is going to be the fun one.
All right. And then, man, I think this is a team of men. If you can tell me that this is not a team of men that play on a high level of basketball and Creighton can beat them, put Creighton.
Baylor Schneiderman is going to get him to the break and maybe break it at the buzzer, and Tennessee survives.
So Tennessee,
but this is going to be one of those, oh my God, I can't believe I missed that game. Don't miss that game.
Did we put Tennessee in the Final Four?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We put Temawemeसी.
Temoe. We put Temoe in the Final Four. So Tennessee made the Final Four. You go back, but she always go to the front side because those part looks so good. You make such a nice V. Is there? Can we please have another bracket? Because can't believe we put Tennessee in the Final Four.
All right, so Midwest Tennessee
versus
Kentucky in the South. All right, so we got how many times you guys played this year? Just twice?
Twice split. We
All
killed
right.
them in the last game though.
All right, so
we rolled them in the last game.
Tennessee, Kentucky in the South. Where's this Final Four being played at? We should probably have a sad guy. Arizona? Do you have it? We have no idea where.
I think it isn't. I don't know. I don't know if it's
Can we
in
just say
Arizona.
New Orleans?
No, it's just.
That was last year.
I don't think it matters. I believe that these two are just rivals, no matter what court we put ourselves on.
No home field.
There's no home field because we're just gonna. We can beat them in Tennessee. They can beat us in Kentucky. I think.
All right. Well, I think they play way more defense than you. Is that correct?
Correct. They play way more defense than us. They play, but we can outscore them on any day.
I like it. No,
So I mean, so that makes it a tie.
Makes it a tie.
I have it. I have Kentucky going to the final game, and now that we've got Tennessee there somehow because they got to play Stanford.
Yeah.
And now it changes that.
Yeah, it does.
It does because Tennessee at any point in time could beat us badly too. So Tennessee.
Badly. Yeah, I got Tennessee in that one too.
So Tennessee, and then UConn, Duke.
UConn, Duke. I thought it was Carolina versus UConn.
Oh yeah, Carolina, UConn. That's right. We got rid of
Right.
Duke.
We
already.
constantly get our ass beat by UConn.
So UConn
Already once this year.
So UConn, Tennessee.
Tennessee. That's colorful. I like it.
All right. So there you go.
Do we give?
You've heard it here.
Who's the Who's the coach now at Tennessee? Damn it. We just said it. Bruce Pearl left.
Bruce Pearl left. You said it already.
I did say it already. I forgot it.
It's all
you
right.
think Tennessee, I mean, back-to-back's tough.
Back-to-back and is almost
we have to pick a champion.
I told you at the beginning of the year, I thought Tennessee is a team
We're
of
picking
men
real men.
among boys.
FB and the Goob picks real men this year.
That's right. So Tennessee
Wow.
takes it all.
That's weird. Weird how that worked out.
Yeah, right. We went all the blue bloods there.
Yeah.
We looked good, and Tennessee ended up winning.
Somehow.
That is insane. That guy, wait up for a second.
Somehow Carolina got fucked again, man.
Fucked again.
Jeez.
Jesus.
All right.
I can't believe that. Well, hey, listen. That's our first ever live March Madness brackets.
Right. And we nailed it.
We nailed it. We crushed it. Tennessee over.
Send 10% of your winnings to the FB and Goob show.
Over UConn. Yeah, hell yeah. If you win that bracket, perfect bracket, send it to us. Man, you really think Tennessee over UConn? Why? I said it, man. I told you at the beginning of the year, I watched Tennessee roll over Kentucky. I said, man, that's the scariest team I've ever seen. I've never seen another team like that. I don't know what to say.
I think it's Carolina Duke again.
I think it's Kentucky. UConn, but that's just me. I'm FB.
And I am the Goob. And we might be right.
We might be right, actually. Dude, that's not a bad UConn Tennessee. That's not a bad ending. I mean,
working it out.
For working it out. In the end, we worked it out. We had like what we thought was like North Carolina, Kentucky in the end. But
yeah, I know. I wanted to go North Carolina.
Isn't it North Carolina?